Previously on Artistic Workout.
I'm very passionate. Constructive drawing.
Film it.
Not so conscious here, a non-straight. However, the angle is that if I go, it's the plumb line. Thin air face. So I'm repeating myself. Look at my other video. Stressed out, trace projected onto a flat surface. So I'm not using a ruler. Okay, now I use it. The firm foundation. After me, there is no talent. There is no talent. There's the point of no return. Pardon me, ucha, which means and ear. No pointy business. I thought it was boring, but I'm starting to like it actually. Okay, am I sure? No, I'm not sure. I want to sound like a smartass. I don't bore you to death. Do I use only one method of measuring? No! Wherever. Symmetry. That's okay. My point of view, then it will be, I forgot what. And of course I made a mistake. Then you still can make a mistake. Nobody will notice. Look and subscribe. Hello, girls and boys of any age, and welcome to episode number 11 of Artistic Workout. My name is Bartosz Milewski. I'm a visual artist. I paint, I draw, I make legal street art or murals. I graduated from Cornish College of the Arts in Seattle, Washington, BFA in painting and videography, as well as Fine Arts Academy in Kraków, Poland, from which I received a master's and then the doctorate degrees in painting. Today we will continue with constructive drawing and measuring. This time I will use some older material, unpublished, in which I drew a wooden mannequin, and then I went to the Vistula University where I work and I attempted to draw a full-scale male mannequin, which turned out in such a way that I had to finish the job at home using the computer screen as a reference. To have everything in one place, I will also show parts of older episodes in which I discussed the proportions of the human figure as well as the shapes and proportions of the face and the head. A male is 2 heads wide, but when you turn it around, actually, a man can be even wider if he has really big muscles. The female is more like 2 widths of the head between one shoulder and the other shoulder. Actually, not exactly shoulder, because this is the widest part. You see? So let's try this. Human body. You use the head as your unit. I hope that it doesn't. So, from top to chin. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Next thing, you want to know the shoulders. If it's a male, then it's like 1. You flip it basically. 1 here and 1 here. And of course, also the proportions of the head, like in this case, is 2/3 to the height. And then the height of the shoulders, where they are, you draw this top part and then you construct the rest. You need a stick figure at first, so you need to join all of these points that you find with straight lines. So something like this. So I know that this is a sphere, only a bit flat on the sides. I know this from Mr. Loomis. Okay, then somewhere here, this should be nipples. If I'm looking straight ahead at the figure. So, okay, this should be the width in the shoulders. And okay, you need to be careful about this area, because from that you can use the vertical lines, plumb lines, to see what the relations are with the rest. 1, 2, 3. You don't erase this because you need to, it's like your ruler, it's like your guide. Okay, you need to know where what happens on the third, the fourth head unit, and so on. So shoulders, you know, this is the angle. It goes through the head like this. It should be all right. Another one goes like this. So another line. Then I need to know where the height of the joint is, because it's all about the joints. So I measure 1, 2, 2.5. 1, 2, 2.5 here. Okay, doesn't seem like very accurate, but let it be. And the angle between this and this, somewhere here. Now I'm curious about this. So this goes like here. Yeah, this goes like this. Now I need to know where the wrist is, like height wise. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Here somewhere is the wrist. And that's a different axis of the hand. The hand is quite big. It's like the face in a male, so to the hairline, and in a female is a little bit less than a face. I mean, such a common mistake that if I go to a room, I can say, okay, students, measure. Isn't the whatchamacallit, the hand, excuse me, too small? Measure it, and you know, it's my job. I don't have to do anything now, because they measure it. It's all wrong, of course, unless somebody has been drawing before. Okay, but you know, I don't want to be mean now. That's just how it is. These mistakes are very typical. So everybody's making the same mistakes. Some of them, at least, you know. Some of them are typical, and some of them perhaps are not. So that's why you can go and say, okay, look at the hand, and what other mistake? In the face, for example, the distance between eyes being on a straight line instead of a curved one. Okay. So, like making these, you know, finding these joints, looking where these lines cross with the head, because I took care of this part, and so should you in a real figure as well. And okay, And this is about it. Okay. And the rest is detail. You know, like drawing these parts exactly symmetrical and so on, and not so narrow. Again, more. I will show you what I tried to do at the school during an intermission with a mannequin of male, but it's, you know, I had to stop at a certain point because somebody obscured it, and teacher and students show up even during the break, which I don't blame them, especially if somebody is really interested in drawing and painting. That's nice. Although if you make somebody interested in drawing and painting, that's also very nice. So we have just a little time before the next class and before the students come. We have a very lively model with us today. His name is Janusz. You want to extend your arm in front of your eye. Let's say this is your eye and not the telephone lens. And you want to measure how many heads there are in the entire figure vertically. 1, 2, 3. Let's double check. It should be 8 at the most. But we're having a certain angle. So, sorry, Janusz, once again. One, 2, 3, 4. You want to know how many of the width of the head fits in the height. So the person is looking straight at us. It should be 2/3. Here it is a bit. Proportions of the human face and how to draw the head and the face. The eyes are in the middle of the head. The distance between the eyes is 1 eye. The distance between the eyebrows and the bottom of the nose is the same as the bottom of the nose and the chin. Lips span from half of the eye to half of the eye. The shape of the face is roughly cylindrical. It affects the way you have to position the eyes. They have to be positioned on not a straight line, but an arch. Lips form a separate shape, which is set on the cylindrical shape of the head. A spherical shape that is put on a cylindrical shape. So lips are located actually roughly 1/3 from the nose to the bottom of the face. So it's 1. 1 is here. And let's say, how much is it? 1 1/3. Next thing we want to know is the width of the shoulders. So If the male is looking straight at us, it's usually one height of the head here and the other one there. But we have a perspective here, so one would be somewhere here and the other one would be somewhere here. So let's say, how is it? One, one and a half. Okay. One. No. One, two, three. Hello. Some of you ask me in private, and I ask myself the same question. Why am I doing this? So the first simplest answer is I'm having fun and I'm challenging myself to do it every week, which is a lot of work on a conceptual basis as well as technical with the editing or creating the content like drawing, painting. If you find this content interesting, please give it a like, subscribe, press the bell notification, and I will see you next time, in which we will probably be discussing Fauvist painting palette as well as a very low saturated color palette, which will be practiced by the students of the Vistula University during an outdoor drawing and painting class in Warsaw, the capital of Poland. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.